Hello everybody and welcome back to more A Link to the Past. I just completed the Ice Palace in the previous episode, and in this one I'm actually heading straight to the next dungeon. I take that back, not straight to the next dungeon. I am going to collect a couple of heart pieces, and then we'll go there. But it'll be quick, I promise. So this very stormy, glooming area of Hyrule is where we're going to be making most of our progress this time around. So the first heart piece is going to be here. Ba-boom, nice. 3 more and I get another heart container. How exciting, how exciting. So let me go grab one more. Always navigating between the worlds. Always, always. Secret little dungeon here. And it's a little bit of a puzzle, but not too bad if you just stop to think about it. Or if you memorize it from playing too much like me. Okay, that's it. That was the detour. Let's head to the next dungeon. You do need the ether spell in order to be able to access it. I think I alluded that earlier when I first got the ether spell. So there is a little fairy fountain here in case you need to replenish before tackling the next one. Because this dungeon is pretty difficult. It's kind of confusing. Well, not kind of. It's very confusing. And I'm going to make it look easy. Because again, I do practice before I record. Alright, so here with the ether symbol on the floor, you know that's your cue to try it out. And that's going to bring up the dungeon. Alright, let's go inside. This is Mire, level 6. And I want a hook shot over there. I don't want to fall in that hole. Do you know why this dungeon is so difficult? It's because of these guys, the Wizrobes. They're back from the first Zelda game, the Wizrobes. My least favorite enemy. Oh man, I hate them so much. Freaking, oh my god, I hate the Wizrobes. I hate them. This room sucks because you gotta kill everybody, or you can't move ahead. You don't have to kill the BMO statue though, but oh man, getting wrecked over here. In my opinion, this is one of the more difficult dungeons in the game. You just really have to be very careful. Even if you're playing well, there are just some spots that it's just hard not to get damaged in. Got a nice little key here. Not to mention, this palace is huge. Very easy to get lost here. Let me use my magic cape to grab that and step on the switch for another key. Perfect. That BMO's blasted me immediately after I took off my cape. Okay. Trying to remember. Yeah, I think I'm going the right way. Come on, I just practiced this yesterday, and it's already kind of drawing a blank on me. Gotta go through here. Timing is crucial whenever there are these many enemies navigating the periphery. This is just a cruel dungeon, I think. think whoever designed this is a little bit crazy. Likes to torture people a little bit. Grab that switch for the chest with another key. And the ever constant Medusas shooting beams at you to complicate your life. Those little guys are called Slugulus because they look like little slugs. Nothing there, just kind of showing you what was there in terms of demonstrating all the rooms in the dungeon. This room is tricky. If you haven't noticed those little blocks, every time you slash your sword it shoots a beam out. And this room, oh man. The tile room of doom. So many tiles. Got the compass. Don't want to deal with those. I'm just gonna blast through it. And more whiz robes. There's bombs. There's slugulas. It's just a mess. It's a disaster. So I do need to light all these torches here, and I'm not going to do that yet, but I am just going to open up the access to them. That way they're all ready for me. I want to deal with the enemies too, that way they don't hinder anything. Ah man, so many whiz robes. Link, it is I, Successor the Elder. Set the 4 torches alight, and the way ahead shall surely open. Our ever-wise Elder telling us the obvious. So let's go ahead and light these torches here. Very nice. Can hear lots of rumblings within the belly of the dungeon. I mean, what a feat of engineering. Imagine completely changing the architecture of a building by lighting 4 torches. That is some next level engineering right there. As you can see, this whole area opened up with the torches. So now I got the big key, which is great. I'm gonna keep climbing on up. A little bunny beam. Almost got me, but not quite. No, thank you. Finally got the map. I don't know why they always put the map towards the end of the dungeon now, but I guess they're just trying to increase the challenge. So if you have the map from the beginning, it's a lot easier. You can just look at the rooms and know where things are. This should look familiar. We've been in this room multiple times already. Little slugulus. I like the design on these, I don't know why. I just think they're so goofy. They move funny too, I like the animation. Okay. Yes, I did go in a big circle, but that's intentional to grab some of the things you saw me grab there. Hit some of the switches. You just hook shot on over. Gotta be careful here. The laser eyes, and then finally you got the Cane of Samaria. This allows you to create blocks, which is pretty interesting. You will see that come into play a little bit later here. So we are ready to go fight the boss, but there are some very fun rooms that I want to show you guys before we do that. And if you know me, you know what type of rooms those are gonna be. They're gonna be secret rupee rooms. You bet they are. I love rupees. So here's one of them. Just a bunch of rupees, not too bad. These little dark mazes are so difficult, especially with all the Medusas and just chaotic, man. There's a lot going on. So there's the Cane of Samaria. I can use it to summon that block. That way that switch stays pressed down and I can continue on my merry way. That's basically what that item does. It's not very useful besides just some of the required mechanics of the game. It's not very helpful in terms of dealing with enemies, but you can actually make blocks to block off those blade traps. And I guess that's useful to some extent, but I don't really use it. So this part can be a little tricky. You gotta time everything correctly. Let me sprinkle that guy. Nice. And then I need to drop a bomb here. Oh my gosh, I'm getting blasted all over the place. Alright, here's the other secret rupee room. This one's a little bit more perilous because there are things shooting at you, and there's that anti-fairy, but anyways, my rupee count is full, but I want to show you guys. Alright, with all that out of the way, I can start making my way over towards the boss. There are lots of little hidden rooms here and there that are accessible by bombs. You gotta be careful because those little guys will come out of them. So that switch is gonna be necessary to kind of change some of the layout. Bunny beam, I don't want to deal with those. Definitely want to take a left turn there so that you're going against the fire rope. Alright, and we're about ready for this. I'm taking out my bow and arrow to make this fight a little bit easier. So here is the boss of the dungeon. This is Vitreous, and he's super easy. Just attack the eyeballs like I'm doing. I'm basically spamming. You just gotta watch out for his attacks. You can kind of tell when he's gonna do it by the way his pupil moves. It's subtle, but you can definitely tell. And then you can also use some arrows very effectively once they're not coming up towards you. Takes about 2 hits with the arrows as opposed to 1 with the sword. And then you can just spam arrows on the big eyeball once it's exposed, and it's an easy fight. Easy money. So another heart container and another maiden that has been rescued. Good stuff. I'm glad to have this dungeon behind me. Link, because of you, I've escaped from the clutches of the evil monsters. Thank you. Ganon captured us because he couldn't break the seal of the sages with his power alone. And then, using Wizard Ganon as his pawn, he drew us to the Dark World. After cracking the seal with our powers, he sealed us inside these crystals. He then gave us to his loyal monsters, but Ganon didn't plan on you getting this far. Now Princess Zelda is waiting for you inside of Turtle Rock. Please hurry. May the way of the hero lead to the Triforce. Okay, so thanks for watching and see you next time.